Namaskar. Welcome back to the birth time rectification practical videos. Example number 5. In this example number 5 video, we are going to study the birth chart of a native who is suffering from some health issues for the past 2-3 years. The past 2 years, it is said. This chart was presented by one of our active EPS students and EPS followers who was given that chart by his friend who is a KP system follower. It was said that the native is suffering from health issues for the past 2 years, and his friend is finding some difficulty in finding the significations during the period he is facing the problem of the health. And also he wants to know with the help of the EPS system whether it is indicating and also how the health prospects is going to be. Now our focus is on how the present problem, what is said, that is health issues, are indicated in the running periods. If the problems, health issues are indicated in the running periods, not in the previous periods, it is then, that is running period means Dasar Bhukti, it is indicating such problem, then it is clearly indicating birth time should be correct, almost correct. Otherwise, if it is not at all indicating, then it indicates that possibility for the birth time accuracy is into trouble. It needs rectification of the birth time. So that our student is not well known to many of the events of their native, but only one or two only he will be knowing that. So this was given and for the discussion during the discussion session, which was taken also. Then how it was analyzed, we'll discuss. This is the birth chart of the male native, and the given time was 8:13 a.m. He is now 50 years, 5 months old. So he is facing health issues for the past 2 years. Now, before proceeding further, as a rule, it is better to check the cuspal sublord of all the 12 cusps. If any cuspal sublord is in the border, any minor change in the birth time by 1 or 2 minutes, reduction or increase in the birth time can have impact on the change in the cuspal sublord. In this case, we have to give more importance to the primary houses for the event. We are talking about the health. So health house, definitely 6 sublord, Lagna sublord, we have to check it. Lagna sublord is Mercury, sub-sublord is Saturn. So if you increase the birth time, that sublord Mercury will change to Ketu because sub-sublord is Saturn. If you reduce the birth time, there will not be any change in the sublord of the Lagna. Look at the 6th sublord is Jupiter, sub-sublord is Saturn. So now Jupiter, sub-sublord is Saturn. So prior to that, Jupiter sub was there. So then comes the Saturn sub. So by 2 minutes, approximately 2 minutes, the reduction in the birth time can have change in the Jupiter. Sublord instead of Jupiter, it will change to previous Rahu. Then look at the 12th sublord is Jupiter, like 6 sublord, but sub-sublord is Moon. So reduction in the birth time will not have impact on the Jupiter. I mean, by 1 or 2 minutes difference, but change in the birth time by reducing the birth time, that 12th sublord will not have any impact. And any other cuspal sublord in the border, so second sublord is Rahu, sub-sublord is Saturn. So that is not going to have impact by just 2 minutes. By 3 minutes, the reduction can have impact because sub-sublord is Saturn. If it was Jupiter, yes, 2 minutes can have impact. So that way we have to check any sublords are in the border which can have impact by reducing the birth time or increasing the birth time. By increasing the birth time, ascendant sublord will change. And by reducing the birth time, Jupiter will change. And in either sublord, yes, you can see that 9 sublord is Mercury, sub-sublord is also Mercury. By reducing the birth time, 9 sublord will change from Mercury to the previous Saturn. Other sublords are not significantly going to have impact by reducing the birth time, right? By increasing the birth time, ascendant sublord can change. By increasing the birth time, fourth sublord and fifth sublord can have impact by increasing by 3 minutes approximately. So that way, that reduction in the birth time, our important primary house in question is sixth house is possibly to get changed, right? So that we have to keep it in mind. Now, after studying this, let us go to the running periods because he said that he is having some health issues for the past 2 years. Presently, the native is running Mercury Dasa. So, when a person has to face a problem, definitely Lagna should have connection to the sixth house, right? Lagna, especially Lagna ruler, especially Lagna sublord. The Lagna sublord is indicating is in the star of your planet, which is having sixth house. Then it is indicating liable to health issues. If six is connecting to the eighth house, 12th house, it is indicating serious health issues and defects. 4 also joining hands, it is also supportive for defects, regeneration and sorry, degeneration and defects. So if Lagna, we have to check whether city is connecting to the trouble living houses to the health, that is sixth house. That native presently running Mercury Dasa, previously Saturn Dasa was running. So as I was saying that for the given time, if you look at the sixth sublord, let me open the self significations. Sixth sublord and 12th sublord is Jupiter, sixth sublord also, and sixth and 12th sublord also. So if the Lagna is in the star of this planet, it is indicating health issues. If 7 is in the star of or star and sub of this planet, it is indicating trouble to the seventh house matters, right? So just you check, just I check that seventh sublord planet. It is Venus in the star of Sun. This is favorable for the marriage, and Moon is having some that the star lord of the star lord is indicating some obstacle. But sublord is Jupiter is 365. Okay, but sixth lord and sixth and 12th sublord. This is indicating weakness. Further supported by Rahu, 21529 is fine, but 248 is not good. So that I was asking whether that our student knows the date of marriage. He said no, he's not known to the date, but he said he got married. Okay, the next question, whether he got any problem in his marital life, any separation happened. He said no. There is no such, to his knowledge, he said that there is no problem in the marital life, any serious issues are not there, and no separation also happened. So it means then clearly indicating that Jupiter should not be the sixth sublord, right? If it is not 12th sublord also fine, but especially minimum sixth sublord should not be owned by the Jupiter. So that's what previously when we are checking sublord in the sixth sublord in Jupiter, by 2 minutes reduction also can change to the previous Rahu. Now that Rahu will take that sixth sublord. Rahu will take the sixth sublord. Jupiter will lose if by reducing by 2 minutes. Now you can see Rahu will get the sixth sublord. Then it is indication that Lagna sublord, third sublord, fifth sublord will be in the star of Rahu. It is indicating some trouble, right? So now we keep it in mind. One thing is that the known information, though marriage date is not known, but marriage is promised and there is no problem in the marital life, also indicating it is given the clue that sixth sublord should not be Jupiter. And similarly, if you look at the running dasa, in which dasa is the native is facing problem, health issues, it is said Mercury is Lagna sublord itself is acting as the dasa lord, ninth lord, 12th lord occupying 12. It is indicating some weakness to the Lagna, but 1, 3, 5, 9. It is indicating some weakness, but star-lord planet Rahu is 2, 1 fine and is fine, but 2, 4, 8, it is indicating some weakness, but it is not indicating any serious health issues, right? So 6 is not present. If 6 are also indicated, it is not there in source, that is Mercury also, not there in the Rahu also. So it is indicating some issue, but not talking about any serious health issues. Now, as I said, when Jupiter is going to lose 6, then Rahu will get 6. That will indicate the problem given by the Rahu. 6th house will be adding on the unfavorable significations to the health, right? So, keeping in mind, so what we'll do, we will reduce the birth time, for example, by 2 minutes, because 1 minute it will not have impact because sub-sublord is Saturn. That is sixth cuspal sublord is Jupiter, sub-sublord is Saturn. So minimum we need 2 minutes reduction. So when we reduce by 2 minutes, let us see what happens. There will be change. You can see that sublord of the sixth house is being moved from Jupiter. Jupiter is losing. Jupiter was previously 6 and 12. Now 6 is not ruled by the Jupiter. 6 is moved to Rahu, right? So now what indicates that marriage is promised and there is no serious troubles indicated by the sublord. Some obstacles are there, but not indicating separation and all, right? So that way it is matching. And similarly, check the Lagna sublord, 1, 3, 5 cuspal sublord. They are all very good houses for the Lagna and conduction and activities, movement, and also knowledge and everything. Health, 1, 3, 5, cuspal sublord, planet, Mercury, 9, 12, 12. It is indicating some weakness. Star Lord is Rahu, 2, 1 fine and is fine, but 2 is mixed one for the health. And 2, 4, 6, 8. This is indicating defect, disease and defect, because 6 is disease, 2, 4, 6, 8 indicating some defect on account of the disease. So it means 4 is, we can say, is degeneration, and 6 and 8 are health issues and defects are being indicated by the Rahu. So Lagna sublord, third sublord and fifth sublord in the star of your planet Rahu, it is indicating some supportive houses, but in the sub-level, CS level, it is indicating some serious health issues and defects are indicated. Now, sublord also the same planet is indicating, but if you look at the star lord, or the star lord is Mercury, and it is trying to support, reduce the unfavorable state, but sublord also again Rahu has come, it is promising. Because of that, in Mercury Dasa started, the destiny planet, Lagna sublord and third sublord movement, everything is getting disturbed by the Rahu. What sort of disease we can think of? It was clearly asked whether the native is suffering from any health issues connecting to the nerve. So he is facing actually nervous disorder. For the past 2 years, he is facing the nervous disorder, serious nervous disorders he is facing. So you can see for the past year means now presently running Rahu. Rahu itself is ruling. And previously you can see Mars and Moon in the star of Rahu. As per EPS, the unfavorable key planet which is making the dasa and destiny is weak for the health, for any event, same way. Here Rahu, that Bugdi which is having that unfavorable key planet in its rulers, definitely that Bugdi is eligible to give the problem under the Dasa and Bugdi. So, and Mercury Dasa, Moon Bugdi would have started the problem. Now, Rahu Bugdi itself is running, is giving some trouble. The Lagna is facing that issue. So, it is clearly indicating that the native is liable to face health issues on account of the nervous disorder. Conduction 1, 3, and 5 are going to experience this problem with Rahu. Sublord also Rahu. So, what I'm saying that by 2 minutes reduction, making that what the problem that native was said, what native was saying that like he is facing some problem, that is indicated by 2 minutes reduction. And not only that, whatever the problems we were expecting for the, I mean, marriage prospects for the given time, 6 and 12 cuspal sublord Jupiter, that was also not correct. So that was also fixed. So by knowing some whatever the information the native the client are giving, that will help us in fine tuning the birth time. Only after fixing the correct cuspal sublord, then only we should move further for, I mean, further analysis and giving the predictions. So that way, by rectification of birth time only, it's going to help it. But by way of adjusting the birth time, the Lagna sublord also is connecting to that, and Dasa also Mercury is running. Right? So that thing you are able to understand. Previous Dasa, you can see that was not indicating such problems, but because Lagna sublord in the star of Rahu, sublord also Rahu, so that Mercury Karagatva is distant. I think you're able to understand the importance of the information. By keeping in mind, we are going to do that. But if you say, but he was saying that, I mean, suppose even his friend who followed the KP system also, when he is going to study this one, unless and otherwise you check the CST and CSL, if you take only the CL and OCC 9, 12, 2, 12, star lord Rahu is 2 and sublord also Rahu 2, it is not going to give any sort of clue that native is going to face any health issues, right? That is the problem. So that is the reason he is not able to, I mean, find the significations by this method. And also, even if you follow EPS also, unless and otherwise we correctly fix the cuspal sublord of the planets, then it will misguide us. So once we have to confirm by the given information are matching to the planet by adjusting the birth time, then we have to proceed further. I think you're able to understand. So that way we have to keep in mind whatever the information we are able to get it, we should be able to make use of that information as a clue and check with the cuspal position of the important on the event in discussion, and which will help us in fine-tuning the birth time and also fine-tuning the knowing the destiny and also further predictions. I think we're able to understand. We'll meet in the next video. Good luck.